Hello guys, welcome back in my Let's Platinum Divinity Original Sin. So we're in Silverglen, robbing the place, talking to people, all the usual stuff. There are some good things in this room, so we're gonna try to get them. So, but first I wanna open the chest. So,
Survivors, karma!
all right, Scarlet, invisible.
I cast invisibility!
Alright. I'd rather have her detached. Okay, so there are some cool things in here as well, so oh, she just noticed we stole the shit. Okay, fast. Alright. Now I will try to steal some things in here as well. Damn, that invisibility is very short. Okay. Okay. Nothing really that good, so let's go in here. There is another chest there. I don't think anybody's inside, no. Nadia cellar key. So there is a chest there.
My lucky charm!
Alright. Okay, cellar key definitely. I don't know if I was that lucky. Just read it. No, nothing. Shield, shield, shield. Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna save and we're gonna go down to the cellar. See what we have in here. Steel crossbow. Vantage claymore. Take it, we're gonna sell everything. Okay, all empty. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so there was this house as well that we didn't check. Hello.
Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
All sinkers, one-handed. Okay.
Let me spill blood for thee, O holy
Who are you?
one!
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood.
I'd like to ask you some questions about the
Blessed
Immaculate.
be the
Then it
goddess.
shall be my pleasure to answer them.
Who are the Immaculates?
We are the chosen ones of the goddess, The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part.
I'd like to hear about the goddess.
The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
Could you tell me more about the conduit?
The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station.
Okay, I'm not sure if I want to join them. Okay, for now let's leave it. What about those? Okay, Book of Immaculate. Okay. There is a hatch there, but it might be, I don't know if I want to go in there just yet. Whoa. Empty skill book, nice. I will have to do a lot of Earth Elemental, a lot of inventory management. Good to know we have oil barrel here when we need those oil cups. So I think that's the main place where we have to go.
Goddess above. Have you ever seen a creature more pathetic than Fumble?
Okay, another exit. Yeah, my save. So I think the mayor might be here. That would be last building.
Acceptable.
Whoa.
I want those goblins out of my mind by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen. Even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
Hey.
Source
Talk to
hunter,
Brandon.
are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet?
Tell me about yourself.
Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
Let's hear about the details.
Let's hear the details.
I must say I'm also intrigued.
I must say, I'm also intrigued.
Oh, I knew a source
Bold,
hunter
bold.
perk up with the sound of a challenge.
Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Yeah, bold is fine. Nothing wrong with that. That just gives initiative. Okay, okay. Let's go. Let's discuss your retirement plan.
Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's Cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water. I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay.
I think this leads to a trophy, or even 2 trophies. I think there is a trophy for keeping that, not giving him the tenebrum, and another one is for giving him tenebrum. So yeah, we definitely need to do this. Tell me more about the Troll King.
Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea, and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damned bridges, haven't they?
I'd like to ask you some further questions.
I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend.
Can you tell me about tenebrum?
A strange sort of substance, discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamouring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds.
What do you know about the rot?
Rot? Oh, you're a curious sort of fella, aren't you? Ask around. Half the men here have a brother who died from it. The other half are cured by that cult.
Do you know anything about the miner named Ben?
I remember him well. Decent man, strong-backed, with something of a funny accent, no? He managed to leave Silverglen alive, but as I recall, the symptoms of wrath were already upon him.
What do you know about the Immaculates?
That circus rolled into town shortly after the tenebrium was discovered. Some freak woman with a freak gemstone managed to cure rot by some strange magic and convinced most of the locals that she were the conduit of the goddess or some such tripe.
Alright. So we have that. We have Lawrence in here, I think. Yeah. Key to the mine office. Oh shit, he just saw me. Oh man, you're walking too much. Alright. Where is the office? Definitely not here. Where's that chest? Oh, here. I don't know. I want those explosive arrows though. 10 of them. Nice. Wow. Alright. Alright, go away, bro. Perfect. Where's that book? Okay, improved stuff. Okay, so I wanna deal with the chest now. Just gonna save, deal with the chest, and yeah, and talk to Lawrence basically.
My stars shine brightly today.
We buff him as well. Nice. Alright, it's all good.
A source hunter! My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence. the representative of the mining guilds responsible for operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you.
Nadia has accused you of willfully endangering miners for profit.
Preposterous! What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silverglen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem.
Let's discuss your troubles in the mines.
You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silverglen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a certain spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the tenebrium and be gone.
Damn, guys, I need to reload. Okay, I'm gonna go through conversation and I'll explain.
When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers?
Okay.
Please, Your Grace, I am completely at your disposal.
What can you tell me about tenebrium?
Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract and infinitely more dangerous. If only we'd known in advance the terrible effect rot would have, we would have stopped trying to clear it immediately.
What is rot exactly?
Yes, a dreadful business that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege, but my heart truly breaks for the families of those who've been afflicted. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first, we attributed these symptoms to, well, to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe.
The conduit, care to tell me more?
My liege, you ought not to concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silverglen. Some insane huckster, calling herself the conduit of the goddess, made her way to Silverglen at the height of the rot's hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town is taken with her little cult of Immaculates, as she calls them. Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick. Or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil.
Do you remember a miner named Ben?
Ah, yes. Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he?
Tell me about the goblins.
Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner
Excuse me.
and meanwhile, my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion.
What do you know about Immaculates?
Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting the mines back in good working order.
Okay guys, so I have to reload because I just checked the conversations that we need for the trophy with, what was her name, Madora. And there is a conversation we need to have with her after talking to Lawrence. So I'm just gonna skip the conversation because we just heard them in here. But I have to load the previous save and pick her up and do the conversation again, basically. I mean, we don't have to, but I want to be sure to have as many of those conversations with her as possible, so we don't miss out on her trophy. So there are two conversations in Lucula Forest. One is after talking to Lawrence, and another one is after talking to Almina at the Hibernian portal. Okay, so it's not here. So yeah, it was just before the chest. That's perfect. So we need to go and pick her up. Yeah, end of time. Shouldn't take long, because we're gonna be skipping through the conversations, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly ask Berdotir to leave for a sec.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter. If you say so, Source Hunter. But
Dora.
careful, comrade. I think onward.
I should level up. Why not? Level 10. Okay, so we need to return to Lucula Forest. There is no teleport to the Silverglen though. Where was it? Alright, but not far from Silverglen, so.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
So like I said, I'm just gonna skip through conversation. We heard everything, so. And then we trigger conversation with Madora, and I will tell you what to choose.
A source hunter! My,
Okay.
my, you must, and when these preposterly, those, you see my head, we know, I need some when, but fortunately, enough.
Alright. There's no conversation with Madora. Oh, there is, okay.
I don't mean to make trouble where there ain't any, comrade, but in my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap after a moment's meeting is hiding something they hope you won't discover. I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, but it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, so yeah, so we need to choose this. I thought the same. His following is more likely a symptom of fear than respect. Uh, Like, I don't know about this, if this will have any effect. Have no fear, will cut the tall grass soon enough, and then the snake will have nowhere to hide. But the thing is, we are supposed to teach her to forgive, so... Okay. I'll choose this one, the have no fear.
Warms my heart to picture him squirming about plain as day with 3 seasoned source hunters on his tail. Nowhere to hide his sniveling mug than at the bottom of a burlap sack.
Although it might not be the... I don't know. Yeah, no worries, but that's what we chose. I mean, the first one was... I guess it's the relevant one, so... okay, so I think we... Yeah, we've been everywhere in here. So we can return into our quests. Okay, after talking to Almina at the Hibernian portal. Okay, we need to remember about Almina. If we see Almina, we go and pick Madora. So let's get back per daughter.
Tell me, O Weaver, if you know all that is past and present.
Okay, so Madora.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer, but...
Alright.
Heard any good tales, my bear daughter?
Per daughter. Okay, waypoint. Back to Lucula Forest. Alright, so we need to go and search for this white witch. We're gonna be doing some other things on the way. I'm gonna save. Hope it's all good. So I think, yeah, it's this way. No, we came from there. So we need to go here. Stardust herb, let's pick it up as well. Some blood there, but let's deal with this first. Alright, I don't know what it was, but...
Did you see that? A shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed. Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Exactly. Chest, nice. Okay, bear dot. Wrong button. Bear dot deer.
A lucky break.
Okay. Some blue stuff. Need to sell a lot of that stuff. I'm gonna do it off camera, of course. Dexterity and telekinesis. Seven strength, come on. That would be nice. Yeah, nice improvement for her, but 7 strength. Shame. Uh-oh. It looks like it might be a fight or something. Actually, this episode is very long, so I'm gonna take a break. What the hell? I don't know what's going in here, but it looks like a fight. So like I said, we're gonna take a break and go and talk to this guy in next episode. Guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.